Now, that graphic designer, that website builder may or may not know that they have the rights of ownership to the work that they created for you. And you better hope that they never find out. If you have not already connected the dots, let me connect them for you.
My faith rising. I'm crawling out the trenches, holding me. My life.
Hello, visionaries. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maresa Talbert. I'm the founder and CEO of Talbert Law Office, your favorite go-to legal resource for all things business, nonprofit, and intellectual property law. So last week, I discussed how to classify an employee versus an independent contractor. And today I want to expand on that relationship and how it relates to a work made for hire. I'm telling you, you will want to watch this entire video. Get your pen and paper ready because I'm dropping gems that will change your life. So let's jump right into it. Now, what is a work made for hire? Before I answer that, I gotta give you some context, so listen to me good. Copyright law states that a person who creates the work owns the copyright. Did you hear what I said? I said the person who creates the work owns the copyright. So think about how many times you've hired a person to do work for you. A work that may be protected by copyright law. If the person who creates the work owns the copyright and you didn't create the work, you don't own it. So how do we fix this? One way to fix this is through the work made for hire clause. So now back to our original question. What is a work made for hire? A work made for hire clause is a provision in a contract that states that an employer owns the copyrighted work even if it was created by the employee. For example, a chef creates a new recipe at the restaurant that he works at. Who owns the recipe? The restaurant. Or a software engineer creates a new program at his firm. Who owns the program? The firm. Or maybe a college professor creates a unique training to teach their students. Who generally owns the training? Under this example, the university. Under the work made for hire concept, the employer or the hiring person will generally own the copyright unless there's a written agreement that states otherwise. Now that seems very intuitive and easy to understand. But notice in the definition of a work made for hire, I stated that this concept applies between the employer and employee relationship. So where does that leave independent contractors? And does this work made for hire concept apply? Well, it depends. Referring back to copyright law, work completed by an independent contractor can be a work made for hire only if, number one, it is specially ordered or commissioned by the hiring person or business. Number two, it falls within one of the 9 categories of copyrightable works. I have a video that explains copyrights a little bit more if you need help understanding a little bit better. And, not or, but and number 3, there is a written agreement between the parties stating that this work is a work made for hire. So how many of you have ever hired a freelancer to complete any work for you or your business? Maybe you've used one of those freelance apps such as Fiverr or Upwork to have a graphic artist create a logo for you, or maybe even a website designer build a website for you. When you hire a freelancer to create a work that falls within one of the 9 categories of copyrightable works, that freelancer owns the copyright to that work, even if you paid them to create it for you. Is the light bulb going off yet? If not, it should be. That means that the graphic designer who created your logo owns the rights to the logo and can use the logo however they choose. They can resell the logo to other clients. They can use the logo for themselves. I've even heard of a person trademarking a logo that they created for someone else. It's real out here in these streets. Now, that graphic designer, that website builder may or may not know that they have the rights of ownership to the work that they created for you. And you better hope that they never find out. But let's add insult to injury. Specifically, in California, if you add a work for hire clause to an independent contractor agreement, you have now automatically created an employer-employee relationship. I'm telling y'all, you shall know the truth and it shall make you free. I told y'all I was coming to change your life today. If you have not already connected the dots, let me connect them for you. If you are in California, or you hire a California resident as an independent contractor to complete some type of work for you, you cannot say that that work is a work made for hire. Why? Because it automatically reverts the independent contractor to an employee. And you know what comes with hiring an employee? Employment benefits, payroll taxes, workers' compensation benefits, meal and rest breaks, everything. So what do?
Tell me what would I do? Oh, tell me what would I do? Oh, tell me what would I do?
Well, I'm glad you asked. In the case of wanting a work made for hire arrangement with an independent contractor under California law, you need an assignment clause. What's an assignment clause? I'm getting to it. An assignment clause states that the owner of a copyright or any other form of intellectual property gives or assigns its ownership to another person or entity. This is one of the reasons why I caution against using contracts offline that have not been reviewed or drafted by an attorney. You need someone who knows the laws of your state when you are transacting business. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I will not stop preaching about the importance of having well-drafted and enforceable written agreements. It is just so important. So there's the tea. I will end it here. If you need a proper employee or independent contractor agreement, you better go ahead and click on that link down below and schedule a consultation with Talbert Law Office. We can get you all the way together. But until then, this is Talbert Law Office, your favorite go-to legal resource for all things business, nonprofit, and intellectual property law. I will see you in the next video.